Scott, what's the message you want Calgarians to hear, or all people who are wondering about the playoff run, what they can expect from CPS?
Well, the one thing I can say that the Calgary Police Service is excited to have the 2017 Calgary Flames playoffs happening here in Calgary, and the fact that we are here to support our fans, support the people within the communities, and to have an exciting time. This is a great time for our city, and we're here to celebrate it with the Calgary Flames.
What does a playoff run mean in terms of the demand on your resources?
The demand on our resources, yes, it's there is planning that has been taking place for the upcoming playoffs. One thing I can say, the Calgary Police Service, our major event and emergency management section, this is not something new for them, and this isn't something new for our service. We have they work diligently to work on large major scale events such as the playoffs, such as Canada 150 celebrations this year. And even this year, they're looking at working over 360 large-scale events. So again, we do have the resources in place, as well as working with our community partners, our public safety partners, community stakeholders.
How many playoff rounds have you budgeted for? Manpower-wise, financial, etc.
Yeah, it'll be all of them. The one thing I can say with the economic times right now, we are cognizant of what is going on, and we are trying to utilize our on-duty resources as we can as we move forward. And again, we just have to see how we move forward with the playoffs and what that brings. But again, we are making sure that we are focusing on the resources that we have in place currently.
What's the expected price tag?
Oh, I cannot speak to the. I apologize. I cannot speak to that price tag at this time. Again, going forward. We don't know where we're going to be at. I hope we are going to see the Stanley Cup come home to Calgary, but unfortunately, I'm unable to speak to that.
What challenges exist in 2017 that didn't exist in 2015?
So one of the things that we are seeing in 2017 is the construction. Construction along 17th Avenue is one of the challenges. We are working closely with the City of Calgary Roads to make sure that we have up-to-date information as to what is taking place. The other thing is we need to make sure with those construction sites that this construction sites are secure, and making sure that the public is safe, and we have a lot of vehicle traffic, pedestrian traffic, and so again we have to work closely, and those are going to change daily as we move forward. So again, we are keeping that in mind, and that is in our plan going forward.
Can you talk about the potential to play the Oilers and what that does to the CPS planning?
All right. Well, I think with playing the Oilers, it's going to be a positive rivalry for Calgary and Edmonton. One thing that is going to happen is we are probably going to see an increase in traffic with Edmonton Oilers fans coming down, or vice versa going up to Edmonton, and we have to work with our provincial partners, the RCMP, our sheriffs, and making sure that the roads are safe for all drivers coming to and from the two cities.
Given it's a bit of a long-standing rivalry and they haven't played for like a quarter century, is there any expectation that things might heat up between the fan bases?
Like anything, I have to say within Calgary and being part of some of the past playoffs, I would say 98 to 99% of our fans, I mean, everybody's been fabulous, very supportive of us, the Calgary Police Service, and our partners. And sometimes it's just that small group of people that sometimes like to maybe escalate a situation. But again, we know that there is a possibility, and we have implemented plans in place to make sure that we are going to be able to resolve that situation.
So what is your message to somebody who might be thinking of coming down, and their idea of fun is very different than most people's idea of fun? Their idea of fun may be to break the law.
to break the law.
So what do you say to those people who might be thinking of using this joyous and celebratory opportunity to do bad things?
Well, again,
Under the cover of so many other people.
Mhm.
It is an opportunity for,
it can be an opportunity for individuals to maybe try to escalate a situation. But the thing is, we will have several police officers, both patrol, our beats, our mountain bike unit surrounding the area, that we are going to make sure that we're able to observe and get to that situation and resolve those situations as soon as possible. When it comes to breaking the law, again, everything is still being enforced. There's no laws being changed. We're not easing up on anything. But the thing is, we have to make sure the number one priority is the safety of the public. And we have to remember that even though there's, again, downtown core, there are a lot of residential areas. And so, again, we need to respect that. We need to make sure that, if people are wandering off and filtering into the communities, that there may be police officers that are in the area, in the vicinity, and asking people if they are causing a disturbance to move along.
How are police preparing businesses for the playoff?
So we have a business liaison officer that is working on the strategy with us, and I can say that within this last week, over 160 businesses along 17th Avenue have been visited and spoken to make sure we discuss with them, making sure they have their own safety protocols in place, and providing them any information we can, assistance, opening up those lines of communication. But again, understanding that we are there, that if something was to arise and something was to happen, we may not be able to be at that one business or area if we've got a crowd of 20,000 people down on 17th Avenue or in the core. But the thing is, we are there to support. They do have a contact number to speak with us. We have our community resource officers as well in the districts. So again, it's about the open lines of communication and making sure that we can pass those messages on through social media advisories, yourselves.
How will the determination be made for parking bans and road closures as well?
So the parking bans, when we have our home games, parking bans will be in effect for all home games at this time.
Where?
That's right.
Along the 17th.
Have any of the businesses approached for pay duty officers outside of regular patrol officers? Like I know in the Dome, you guys supply pay duty, or McMahon Stadium, or any type of folk festival. Has the BRZ approached at all for any extra?
I'm not aware of that at this time, no.
I meant my how many rounds question.
Oh, sorry.
Tongue in cheek, Staff Sergeant O'Brien said cops are Flames fans too.
Yes.
Are you guys, can you speak anecdotally and candidly, are your members looking forward to doing this until June?
Well, you know what, we have so many of our Calgary police officers are Calgary Flames fans. As you know, we do support them, and so we're very excited to have this opportunity with the playoffs, going into the playoffs. I can say it is tiring. We do have our regular duties to uphold and responsibilities. So again, our members are working long hours, making sure that everybody is safe. And I think we just have to remember that if things do occur, police officers, we have to be there. We are present. We have to be placed there to protect everyone. And so again, it does take a toll on us, but the thing is, I think the fans are so positive, and the fans are so, we like to have fun with the fans as well, right? And enjoy it ourselves. And so I think if we are able to have that relationship, it just makes our job much easier.
Any other questions?
Just if you could touch on the moving target topic that came up in the other room. What if it's not on 17th?
What if it's not in
The
17th?
crowds, I mean, these things are historically organic.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think that's our job. We play the what if game. I think it's what if it doesn't happen on 17th and it moves to another location? Well, again, we are flexible enough, and our plans are flexible to be able to move our resources, increase our resources, and make sure that, again, it's not like if it was to happen on 17th, it doesn't mean that we don't have police officers throughout the rest of the city. I mean, we still have police officers still in the downtown core patrolling. And again, like I just said, we are flexible enough to move our strategy, change our strategy, that we can still continue in another area and protect the public. But I think,
Yeah.
sorry, no.
Will you be amping up the check stop?
At this time, I can't say that we're going to be, as you say, amping up the check stop. However, impaired driving is going to be a message that we are going to be promoting. That use the designated driver, the ride systems, whatever taxis, and the fact is, I think that's going to be a key message if we make it to the playoffs and play the Edmonton Oilers. That corridor to and from Edmonton and Calgary.